Okay. All right. Jack. Morning. Good morning. Sorry if I have like really bad sniffles, and I started somewhere like 20 minutes after 8 p.m. I think on my end, or like 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on your morning. I just slept somewhere like 2 p.m. I kind of like sleepy again. In fact, I'm planning to like cancel the street. Excuse me. What do you call this? Um, the streaming right now. Well, I just decided to like come through, just like push through, because it is the schedule. I don't want to like try to fuck. What do you call this? I don't really want to cancel it because I just like I didn't have much sleep. Slept like a log. Yeah, I understand. Actually, 5 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep is not really what do you call this? It's not really optimal for me because somewhere like 6 hours I think, or 5 hours, it makes me like really that sleepy instead of like let's say 7 hours, 8 hours, or 9 hours. So yeah, it kind of sucks. And earlier I really need to rush my emotes. Because the problem with the Twitch emotes is that it took what do you call this? It will take you time to like to get it approved, I think. And oh god, sorry. I'm just going to open my lo-fi. It will take a while to have it approved. That's the problem. This is why I'm rushing it, like doing some editing and such. In fact, my artists can do it, but the problem is that she's kind of busy, and I did notice on her Facebook, and she's like on Hawaii or something like that. I'm not going to state the actual name, but she's on Hawaii. Thank you for the food. So she's on Hawaii, so my emoji is kind of delayed. So I cannot wait because it's like almost a week or like 2 weeks already, I think, and I really need the emos, as in really. Uh, like the only thing that I'm being what do you call this? I'm having problem with is that she gave me a whips like MP4 instead of like GIF or GIF, or let's say PNG. If it's PNG, it's not a problem because I can just upload it. I don't care about GIF that much, the file extension, because the problem with the animated emote, you need to unlock it that much so that you can utilize. It has like one slot only on the Twitch. So yeah, the problem is that the only ones that got sent to me first, I think it's the animated ones. And the problem with the animated ones is that the MP4 doesn't like upload on Twitch to be your emote. So you need to have like a GIF. So I research. Basically, MP4, I can just convert the MP4 to GIF. So GIF, or let's call that GIF. Okay. So basically, I managed to like convert. The problem is that there is like white screen, which is if you notice that there is like a widescreen background on my what do you call this, redeem, right? So that's what one of the things that I need to clean, especially that I'm using animated emotes, and you need to remove the white background. It doesn't look good. And actually, you guys are not late, you're on time. In fact, I'm very sorry that I apologize that I'm late, guys. Oh, the three of you, how are you? Bixie, Jin, and Marco. I'm happy that Bixie is always appears like popping in out of nowhere randomly, as usual of Mixie. Thank you for that, Marco. But actually, this is a free VTuber assets. Well, basically, okay, let's talk about the drop rate of when it comes to like certain characters if you're going to wish. And here's the freaking problem. Yay, Miko, beer? I mean, sure. I mean, you can get my beer, but I do have like you can get the to make it working. That's good. So at least we can play. That's the important part, guys. See, here's the problem why I kind of like hate the mobile, what do you call this, mobile or let's say tablet version of Genshin Impact. It's because it's just like it's really eating your space, and if you're going to notice that, if you're going to play on PC or let's say PS5, especially a PC, it really eats your like 20 or 10 or 15 gigabytes of your space of your PC. And this is why I would recommend if you're going to play Genshin Impact, do it on the PC, not on the mobile. And the problem is that you really need to get a good phone. And when it comes to like investments, go with PC, not on the phone, not on PS5 or like PX6 or PS7. The offense, I know that well, that's a problem with the mobile. Okay, mobile that applies to tablets is that you really need to have to organize space. And I'm not being hypocrite. Okay, it does happen to all of us, even to me. I have like 40 megabytes left on my internal space on my phone. It's hard to manage mobile devices, especially that it's what do you call this? The data files are accumulating, especially if you're going to use Facebook, Discord, WhatsApp. Almost all of the communication or social media channels, it's eating your files, and if you're going to delete that, good luck with your with your text message history and such. Well, yeah, good luck, and I hope that you can get the Yamiko. By the way, let's get back to Yamiko. I got distracted on the topic again. Sorry, Jack. So the problem with Yamiko, okay? Let's discuss this. First of all, no Miko. I would say yes, Miko, not no Miko, because I want Yamiko in my team. Okay, I know you like Shanna because your name is Shanna. But never estimate Yamiko. Here's the one thing that I did notice on her trials is that her Q burst, I mean her elemental burst is really that good. I tested it out, especially if you're going to like sure. Uh if you're going to test it out, use the yeah, speaking of Frontier, it's just that most of the time, hold on, I need to like get my phone first. Here's the thing that I did notice that you played and streamed Brave Frontier Mixie, and my phone is just like ringing that there is like you have few space. Why? Why Mixie? Why? Why? Well, yes. Actually, Mixie, I don't really forget you that much. Okay, okay. I'm going to give you an advice, guys. Oh, oh, ah. Oh, yeah. I suddenly I got hit with the face, and I became like Beavis and Butthead. It's just like, and what? Why am I online? Yeah, man. Makes you laugh at me. It's just like, it's just like I lost some IQ year ago. I think it's like months ago. I cannot say year ago. First of all, Mixie, I can notice your like categories. Okay, Mixie, I can notice your categories. And Twisted Freddy, I know you're here. You're here. You're lurking. You're just throwing stuff at me. I know that. That is one big fish, and I got slapped in the face. That's really painful. Mixie, yes, welcome. Almost like said Mixie, but yeah, Twisted Freddy is basically okay, I got the wrong bottle here. Twisted Freddy, by the way, guys, so it's one of Mixie's longtime fans. Thank you for the hydrate, okay? By the way, my hydration bottle right now is the one that I use for biking. I really like this. I don't really like going to like drink all of the water. And it doesn't taste like a fucking chemical for some reason. And the problem with my container, I think it tastes like chemical for some reason. What do you call this? If you're like drinking a fucking nail polish, guys. I don't know. It's just like Aldering on Friday. Yes. I hope that I can catch you, Mixie. The problem is that when I'm working, basically I can just like catch you up somewhere like on summer night, or let's say during my working day. It's not an issue if I'm going to like watch streamers during my shift. Okay. The problem is that I'm so fucking busy, focused on the task that I don't really want to open my Twitch and get distracted. And I know some of you did work, and I think I did manage to like start to what you call this did state that I barely get manage. Okay, I barely get manage, and basically most of my tasks is like self management. So if I lack discipline, I'm utterly fucked. I'm not shitting you guys. I would be literally fucked if I didn't concentrate or pay attention on what the fuck am I doing. Here's the problem, guys. So this is why I resist the temptation to watch my favorite VTubers or my friends during the work. I mean, sure, I can watch during the break. I mean, I have like 1 hour 30 minutes break. It's not a big deal. I can do that. Okay. But the problem is that I need to eat also and take a bath, and especially that I don't want to get distracted within that day because I don't really want to overtime. If I fucked up, I overtime like another 3 hours again, and that would be bad. I cannot even like do my VTubing or visit you guys, you know. But yeah, and most of the time I don't really want to watch on somewhere on my morning or night on your end, because it's not really that I'm trying to avoid you guys. Okay, Mixie, I'm just going to be honest with you. Twisted Freddy, I know that you're a friend of Mixie. Is that the problem is that if I got into like hook up with my friends, okay, it's that sus word. Okay, it's just like staying too much on the stream. I cannot even sleep, and the problem is that I cannot do whatever I need to do. And I have like 5 hours or 4 hours before my shift, and that's the problem. Weekdays are fucking hectic. That's one of my problem. It's really hectic. You don't have much spare time. You need to be like really precise when it comes to like time management. So yeah, anyhow, Twisted Freddy, by the way, so sorry if I keep like y- well, basically, music is not illegal when it comes to workplace. In fact, to our end, it's legal. It it depends. It depends if it's allowed by your work. It depends if you have like discipline to not get distracted. Mixie and I have the same issue. Mixie, the okay, okay. I'm going to ask one thing, Mixie, for you. Okay, Mixie, I'm going to ask you one thing. You get easily distracted. Wait, Twisted Freddy, are you living in the United States? I'm just going to ask you one question. Bad Wi-Fi connection, or you are living in Southeast Asia, same as me, Texas? Wait, here's the weirdest part is that last time I heard from my relatives that ISP in the US is good, but it's not really that top notch like Singapore. Okay, they say it is good, and usually one of the notorious part of the world that is really having a bad internet is South America and Southeast Asia, and I would admit it's one of us, the Philippines, you know. And I kind of like find it strange, but thank you for the honesty. I kind of like find it strange that even in US is that hold on na. But my 7 years old phone can handle it fine and safe. Okay, for that, um, let me think. I think it's the Wi-Fi receiver, Wi-Fi signal receiver on your Samsung phone. Basically, it happened to my old phone. I think that's kind of weird. And if your like signal receiver is like broke or something like that, here's the problem: is that it doesn't receive that much, especially if you're like signal receiver from the for the SIM cards or like SMS. And it's one of the problem that you have like a low fucking signal. If you're going to use like a freaking mobile data or data connection that is like not really a Wi-Fi mobile data, and yes, you can even like watch Twitch or let's say even a freaking YouTube outside outside of your Wi-Fi area. That's one of the problems. I would admit that, okay, I would admit that, Twisted Freddy. I think I'm starting to think if it's not your internet, okay, you gotta like cross check first, test it out. If you have like additional PC, I think you don't need like good PC. Certain certain spots are yeah, but I'm starting to what do you call this? Try to do some cross check or cross testing first, okay? Um, I said before there's like sometimes issues with the device, okay? There's like issues with the device. Sometimes like um it's the Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's the SIM. Sometimes it's the freaking like what do you call this? My problem with my freaking Huawei right now is that it's eating way too much space and it doesn't organize like I set it up. I really set it up to what do you call this? Most of the data files should be like dumped on my SD card, but it doesn't dump there. It's like dumping inside the internal and just cleaning the freaking phone. It will take me like whole 5 hours just to optimize it. It kind of sucks to organize shit. To be honest, guys, it kind of sucks. By the Twisted Freddy, okay, since what do you call this? Since we interacted on Mix's chat, so I'm just going to like make it casual, not it sounds like spiel. So you're aware that I'm also a Bunny Girl, right? I don't need to say that I'm Natalie Miko or something like that. So by the way, Twisted Freddy, most of the time I'm playing like Fallout or RPG like Genshin Impact, also Fallout. Okay. Hmm. Twisted Freddy, one question. Did you have like managed to like go to the phone technician to have it checked and explain your issue to him? Example, okay. I said before that issue is similar to what is happening on my oldest phone. I think the fourth phone of mine in this lifetime. Okay. So I kind of suspect that you got it from repair shop, as in literally you bought it there. You really bought it there, right? Just asking. Ah, and that's the problem. Okay, I'm just going to make a conclusion, okay? Just sensible. Okay, I would say more of a hypothesis, an educated guess, okay? I think when you got that from repair shop, they might have like altered something on the hardware of that. The problem is that if you're going to get it from a repair shop, basically they're selling it on the Facebook Marketplace. It's not exactly brand new. It's not exactly brand new. They might have like altered something within the phone that you didn't even know. So did the vendor say, and exactly that's one of the problem. Refurbish. Okay, so good thing that we are talking about this. Actually, guys, okay, when it comes to devices, I won't recommend getting a sorry for my stutter. Okay, I'm stuttering a lot because I just woke up. I don't really recommend guys secondhand or refurbish. Okay, secondhand it means that is it is used. Why? Here's the one biggest reasons why. Number one, defects. Number two, it has been modified. We don't know what kind of modification. Is it good modification? Maybe it's a bad modification or half-ass. There is like a big question mark if you're going to get something. Well, it you know, I'm going to share to you guys. Okay, good thing that we're talking about this. Good thing we're talking about this Facebook Marketplace. In fact, we have a meme in the Philippines that we do have a joke about that Facebook Marketplace. You know why, guys? Wanna know why there is a meme or joke about Facebook Marketplace? Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Here in the Philippines, it's no different from what happened to you, Twisted Freddy. Okay, it's no different from what happened to you. So basically, Twisted Freddy, when it comes to like oh god, what every time I'm involved with the chat, there is like things that happen that is like really relatable. Okay, yeah, it's really relatable that even if we're in a different country, you will notice that what is happening in Southeast Asia is like the same shit happening like in US or Europe sometimes, right? You don't really actually own a line, and that is called a postpaid. And in fact, I don't really recommend to getting a postpaid, guys. Okay, here's the problem: if you're not businessman, you're not self-employed, if you're not owning a business, or let's say you're being not being a self-employed, I don't really recommend to get a postpaid. Okay, even if you're an employee that is like paying high money for that high salary. Okay, salary, high salary. Don't get postpaid. It will waste your money. They have to confirm it to my mom, friend mom. Well, at least your friend do what they call is willing to share postpaid plans to you. But to be honest, sorry, I would not I would not, okay, I'm going to repeat this. I would not recommend you guys to get a postpaid. It's freaking expensive. I'm going to share you how much a postpaid plan here in the Philippines. Well, yeah, I would agree with Jack Strife. I don't know how much do you earn, but I would say you will lose a lot of money when it comes to postpaid. I'm just being honest with you. I don't really want to touch that. And what is their reaction when you talk? What is the reaction when you tell them that? Okay, what is the reaction? Okay, what is the agent's reaction and when you tell them what you what you said to them? In fact, I'm not going to tell that shit to be honest to them because I don't want to get in trouble. They want you to get the separate line. I'm starting to think that what you did is like violation of TOS. Really, they want you to get a newer phone. Yeah, it's kind of common marketing scheme and such. But for from what I understand, it's more of a violation of TO terms of service when it comes to like your friend's account. And that's one of the problem is that one question, why can't you get like prepaid sorry, prepaid instead of like postpaid, prepaid's kind of cheap, like you're going to load like few dollars at least and you can use that. mm, I see. Basically it's just like two phone, you have like a postpaid or prepaid. So and the SIM card didn't fit, so I had to go to. Wow, that is so weird. Sorry, I need to like being frank on this. This is so weird because most of the prepaid that we get here, it has like double sizes that is like you can just break it out and you can like insert it on certain phones. If you want to like change it into the new phone, you can just like reclip again the piece of the SIM card and just going to insert that. And I hope that your friend's mom doesn't get in trouble because of that. But yeah, it's just like I said before. This is why They keep asking questions because it's a violation of TOS if you're like under their contract. Really? Your friend's what do you call this? Your friend's mother is really that generous. I don't even experience that on my end. I would say if some parents will treat me on with their restaurant food, but that kind of stuff, I'm just being honest with you, it's way more expensive like than treating someone on really best restaurant or something like that. Mm. I would say she's a really nice mom, to be honest. She's a really nice mom. She's generous, and she's willing to like what do you call this, to have her account shared. And yes, although you're giving her like monthly, that's fair. At least it's not unfair on her end that you're not like paying something and you're just like connecting to her account. Basically, it's no different from what I read somewhere on LinkedIn. In fact, I do have a LinkedIn. I'm not going to state my name here online, okay? I don't want to get doxxed. But I did notice that someone, what do you call this? I'm going to share a story. I'm going to share a story about that. There is like one person there on the LinkedIn that he's wondering why there is like a people connecting on his Wi-Fi. Someone is connecting on his Wi-Fi, so he questioned the neighbors, but he realized that when he talked to them, they don't have like a proper minimum wage. This, well, yes, it's a violation. It can raise up the red flags, but I don't think when it comes to morality, it's wrong, Jack. Okay, it's not it's not wrong when you're going to like go into a moral perspective, but on corporate TOS based on the contract, it's a violation because you're sharing your account to other people. And basically, when it comes to postpaid, even if you're like the postpaid plan is under your name, we still don't have rights. We still don't have rights to like let someone like use our postpaid, right? It's just like corporate law. It's corporate law. You got to like what do you call this? So certain area it can be interrupted. Yeah, it's kind of common, especially if you're like having signal jams, especially on certain machineries and such. I know that because it happened to my Wi-Fi too. Kind of sucks sometimes, like especially if you're on the busy area, disconnection can happen anytime. It happens sometimes when it comes to like disconnection in certain areas, right? Yeah, I'm just going to get back. Okay, so on LinkedIn, okay, so he did ask the neighbors, and they are poor, low income, and basically cannot even afford an internet. So what he did, okay, I'm going to share what he did. He didn't even get angry. Thank you for follow, Gabox. Oh, by the way, thank you for follow, Gameplay Boy, 2222. Okay, or just going to say Gameplay Boy. By the way, Gameplay Boy, thank you for the talks early on the Twitter. Also, thank you for the follow, Twisted Freddy. Okay. By the way, guys, so Gabox is new here, and I cannot even see. I cannot even see who's on the chat, guys. Can you tell me? Can you tell me who's on the chat right now? It's just like it's really dark. It's really dark. It's really dark. Okay, I can see now. What's happening, guys? Please. Oh, it's just like there is a box flying on me. Can let me see the chat log. Okay, Gabox, why did you like drop a box on my head? So by the way, guys, I'm Natalie Miko, okay? But I'm a Bunny Girl Vtuber. I tend to play most of the time Genshin Impact, Fallout, okay, Fallout, and also strategy games. But mostly I do play like RPG shooters, RTS. I do just chatting and reacts. But next time I'm going to start playing stealth games. Well, yeah. By the way, guys. Oh, Dreadlock is here. I'm happy to see you, Dreadlock. How are you today? Also, Gabox, how are you? How's your streams, guys? How's your day? Okay. Uh, Basically, Twisted Freddy. Even if I didn't say that, you just shared something to me, and yeah, you started the conversation. Okay, I'm just going to backtrack something. Well, actually, I'm going to say one thing, okay? Twisted Freddy. I'm not encouraging someone to steal to steal shit to someone else from someone else, okay? I need to be honest with you guys. But number one, number one, question mark. But sometimes I'm not saying let's tolerate crime, okay? I'm not saying tolerate crime. It's not really good that we're tolerating it, okay? But sometimes look into the perspective of someone why they need example the Wi-Fi. Okay, it's explained on the LinkedIn after the person who he talked to someone who is like taking his Wi-Fi that is like he's like being forced to share with, okay, but actually it's stealing from his Wi-Fi. Okay, he did notice why is that that person is trying to do some what you call this home college homeschooling. She, okay, the person that is like stealing from him the Wi-Fi shared access is that um she's trying to finish her schooling. The problem is that on her end she cannot even afford a proper internet. It's really expensive. Her minimum wage money can't be like yes, I do understand that. I do understand that, but it's just that I'm sharing after I read that from LinkedIn. It's just like it does really make sense because to be honest, I said before, Twisted Freddy, I do have like a vigilante attitude. I'm not cheating you guys. I'm what do you call this? Sorry, I have like a vigilante attitude. It's just that when I hear criminals, I would say, yeah, you're kind of like a scumbag. Then when I read that, it humanizes someone else that I would say that it's not really a bad crime to be honest. At least the person who is stealing from the Wi-Fi is not really a murderer, right? But if it's like a drug dealer that kills, and I would say no, 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 fuck no, nope. You gotta get shot first. Okay? This I'm just sharing it to you, okay? Well, it's no different from what I'm doing, guys. Actually, it's no different. If someone like visits, basically I'm sharing them a Wi-Fi, but they make sure that they don't really eat the what do you call this my internet speed, especially that if they're trying to download in same spot. And yes, okay, here's the funniest part, Jack. Okay, here's the funniest part is that that kind of person didn't even bother putting a proper password. Someone did ask why that person got the password, got the access, despite he has like a password. The password do suck. The password do suck. Password is, I'm going to guess, but he said that it's really easy to guess, but I think it's 12345. What kind of password is that? Actually, it does. You don't need some hacking skills for it. The password is easy to guess. 12345. Imagine that. That's your PC password. I mean Wi-Fi password. 123 fucking 4 and 5. Imagine that, and you don't need hacking stuff or something like that. Basically, if I'm going to like I'm just going to share this, but I'm kind of like okay, I'm going to share a story to you guys. Basically, in college, I did like commit some white white collars white collar thing. Okay, so we are doing some Wi-Fi drive-by. Okay, that actual drive-by that uses guns, but we have like laptops. I hang out with my friends. They have a car. We go around in the neighborhood that has Wi-Fi, and we are doing trying to test out the security of the Wi-Fi. It's just like testing testing shit out, to be honest. Okay, nothing malicious. We're just going to test it out because we got a new software from Linux. So basically, what we're going to do is before we connect, we do our stuff. We're going to connect. I'm going to test it out. Combination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A B C D E, something like that. If it enters, it means their Wi-Fi is weak ass. Okay. Basically, if it's hard, and that's where it is like really that an issue. And if it's hard, hacking into Wi-Fi on other people is hard. You need to have a proper tools for that, especially if you're going to listen to the packets of you're being connected. I'm not sharing you guys how to do it. Okay, I'm not going to do it here, but still, I'm going to give you like a big reference for it. So basically, you need to like listen on the ports, and you're going to like if there is like a security loophole, we're going to try different password combinations also. So basically, it's no different from brute forcing shit. And that's the problem, Twisted Freddy. And if you're going to have like a hardest password, you have like CIA, FBI, some kind of stuff. That would be fucking funny if you're just going to like, okay, I forgot my password. Good luck to me. Jin! And oh god, no! Oh! Oh god! Someone did farted! Ah! Ah! Oh, ah! Oh, why? Why, Jin? Why did you freaking fart in my face? What the hell, man? Dude, it's just really not cool. It's just like I'm having like bad vision, something like that. It's just like uh woo! Oh god. That is a really powerful fart. I can smell it from here. Why can't you like play right now? It's just like don't waste your dailies. If you need to play, you gotta play. Especially on Genshin is that the dailies refreshes every day, okay? You gotta need it, dude. Don't forget that. Well, basically, Twisted Freddy is that you're no different from me. I'm recording my password. I do have like a password manager from on my end. Okay, Jin, if whatever you need to do, you gotta do. Okay. By the way, Twisted Freddy, I do have like a password manager set up on my work PC and also on my personal PC. Ouch! Stop, Big C. Why do you keep like? God, it's just like I got assaulted by a fart. It's suddenly, oh yeah, what you missed? What you missed, Mixie? What you missed, Mixie? I'm kind of disappointed with you. What you missed? What kind of question is that, Mixie? I have a carrot here. I'm supposed to give you, and you just said that. Why? Why, Mixie? What? Why? Why did you say that to me? Oh, God. I'm crying. You're just beating me up, guys. What the hell? Okay, Mixie. Actually, Mixie, okay, I'm just fucking around, to be honest. Basically, Mixie, it's just that we're discussing something about the Wi-Fi. We're discussing about the postpaid plans when it comes to with Twisted Freddy. And also, we don't recommend to use the Facebook Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Oh, we got derailed on original topic, guys. Okay. Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace. I don't really recommend that. Uh, by the way, Twisted Freddy and Jack. So I'm going to share it to you. We do have a meme here in the Philippines when it comes to Facebook Marketplace. Is that sure, sure, no problem, Shanai. If you need to enjoy your day. Okay. Okay, here's okay, Kimia, thank you for the lurks, okay? Really thank you and I'm derping a lot. Yes, I'm derping because I got farted and I got like a head trauma right now. Someone is throwing stuff at me. Mixie, okay, if you're going to link, you have my permission since I really like you, Mixie. Just post it here if you want to, okay? And yes, you have a blessing. Blessing. I'm going to give you my blessing. Yep, you can post it here if you want to post a link. Okay, as long as it's clean link. Okay, it's not against Twitch TOS. Okay, just you can paste it here or you can DM it to someone else. But by the way, guys, I'm going to say it to you. There is a meme in Facebook Marketplace. Okay, they sell shit that is really broken in Philippines. And in fact, lots of people are saying scammers. They're saying scammers. We call them bogus buyers, but bogus is equals to fake. Okay, it's just like our local term. It's not really our local language. We're just making up shit. It's like a slang in our bogus is basically fake. So basically, it's our local slang, and most of the Facebook Marketplace. The problem is that most of it is fake. Felix, Felix the cats. So your cat's name is Felix. Your cat's name is Felix Mixie. Why not call your cat Donut? Mixie why? Mixie why? It's just like you know. I'm kind of disappointed. I expect. Okay. I thought I thought that your cat is named as Felix. Okay, I thought your cat is named as Felix, but actually, if I see any cats, anyone's cat, I'm going to call them donuts because cats equals donuts. Okay, cats are equals donuts. I'm going to repeat it again. For some reason, I'm tempted to say cats are donuts. Okay, understand, guys? You know, guys. In fact, after I get my PC, I'm planning to get a PS5. I think because there is like a PS5 exclusive games that is not on the PC, and I hope it has like a cross compatibility with the old games. I think And here's the problem with the PS older PS series is that it doesn't have a cross compatibility with the older games. And shit, instead of like I'm going to use instead of like I'm going to use an emulator, I really don't want to use emulator because it's heavy on the CPU. I would prefer to have a PS that is like compatible with PS1 and PS2 games. Especially on PS2 is that there most of the actually on the golden age, okay, I'm not cheating you guys. I'm not kidding on this. PS1 versus PS2, okay? When it comes to like quality of games, I would say I would go with the PS2. PS1, okay, retro, it's old school. I know. It has a good games too, but when it comes to like quality, I think for the quality, I would say I would not go with PS1. I would go with PS2 because most of the golden age of gaming came from PS2. Then it evolved into in fact, one of the good stuff in the PS2 is the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, right? Did you guys play that game? Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Just be honest with me. Did you try it on the PS2, right? You tried that, okay. You know, some of the fans is demanding to compile all of the Metal Gear trilogy, the older ones, and remake the Metal Gear 1 and 2. Not the Solid series, okay. The 1 and 2 that Big Boss, what you call this? Solid Snake did fight Big Boss. I hope that they remake the 1 and 2 and compile the Metal Gear Solid series of 1 to 3. Especially remake the Metal Gear Solid 4. So they should have like a compilation pack to be used for PC and PS5 or PS4 series. I hope Sony, I hope Sony listen to their fans for one moment because we do have like a great games. I know I would say Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain is really good or the best. I'm not shitting you guys. It's the best, okay? It's the best. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not joking about that. It's the best. Okay? It's the best. The problem with retaking is that if they mess up on remake, the gaming community is cancerous. I would say I would agree, but it's not only on the Metal Gear franchise that is like people getting mad for fucking up the remake, but they need to do some leap and bounds, or let's say leap of faith. When it comes to like remaking, would you risk? If example, I'm the businessman, I'm the game creator, publisher. I'm going to use my they mess up Silent Hill, and yes, I do agree. Someone did drop a ball on fucking Silent Hill, and last time I remember that on PS2 or PS1, I think it's a horror that is like similar to Resident Evil but it's way more terrifying. And suddenly they fuck it up. And the way you say sorry, sorry, I burp. I burp. I can smell my breath here. Anyhow, when it comes to like what you said, Mixie, remember guys, incident of Warcraft Reforged. Warcraft Reforged. I know guys that you played already Warcraft 3. Question: was Hideo Kojima with Konami when they made other Metal Gear? And yes, yes, yep. Hideo did manage to. I think he's around until Metal Gear Solid 4. And when it comes to like Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, basically he did join in the project, but he didn't even like bother micromanaging the team. Unlike in the previous project, I think there is like an issue. He has an issue with the Konami for some reason, and but still, he acted more of a consultant on latest Metal Gear series. Okay, but the only thing that I'm really disappointed about the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes Metal Gear Solid is that, okay, I'm going to be honest. Where the fuck is David Hayter? Why there is like a guy from 24 TV series? I prefer. I would understand if Kiefer Sullivan, I think his name right, do voice Venom Snake. Okay, I would understand that because Venom Snake is different from Big Boss. But if we're going to voice Big Boss, don't even forget David Hayter. Why? Why the hell? But they say that Konami and David Hayter has like, what do you call this, an argument. I'm glad to see you, Big Boss, and salute. I think they need to, what do you call this, if they want to have a remake, they better make sure that they contact Hideo again. Okay, they contact Hideo again so that he can consult with the project what needs to be remastered. You know what, to be safe, instead of remake, remaster the shit out of it, compatible with the PC, compatible with the PS5, compatible with the latest Xbox. It's way more cost efficient, it's less risky than remaking it. If we're going to remake that, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? If they want to remake the Metal Gear Solid series, especially 1 and 2, they need to contact Hideo. They shouldn't do that shit. If they want to do that shit without Hideo, one solution. I'm going to tell it to you guys, okay? Fan base. The hardcore fan base. The ones who played the first Metal Gear series from SE and S. The first, the one of the first consoles, the way before we are born. Actually, I think yes, he's planning to like creating a new horror game. And I know, in fact, it's like illness of okay, Twisted Freddy. It's kind of like I kind of like discuss it with my brothers that the most of the gaming companies quality assurance is half-ass. Yep, Dead Stranding. Hideo is concentrating on there. Well, basically yes, but I mean, basically, I'm being honest with you. Example, Silent Hill, not Silent Hill game. It's so different from like guys about Ready or Not. It's like SWAT simulator. I played SWAT 4, but when I saw Ready or Not, it's not SWAT, but it has like SWAT vibes. Well, I hope that certain game creators should have like and that's the problem with the publishers. Okay, I'm going to share. I'm being honest. I'm kind of disappointed with the publishers. They are not paying attention on the quality of their products. They're not paying attention on what they're doing. It's just like, okay, 6 months deadline, 7 months deadline. Not paying shit for my programmer. I'm not paying shit for my voice actor. I'm not going to pay shit for the fans or some shit like that. And here's the problem with the not okay. Okay. I need to expand on this. I'm not blaming the publisher actually. It's the people who is running the publishing company. Okay? If someone here in the chat doesn't agree with me and protecting the company, you okay, I would say if you don't agree, you may leave. Okay, but I need to tell you the truth, guys. Okay, it's just like no different from geopolitics in video gaming industry. It's just like, okay, I'm going to make an exception for it. The problem with the executives or managers in gaming companies is that they are not a gamers. I'm being honest with you. We're I'm aware I'm aware with that. They're just old farts that has like okay, I have a position here and I'm a shareholder. They don't know shit how to run a game company and they're just driving it to the ground instead of like consulting with the actual staff that is working there. What is the preferred timeline? What is the budgetary reasons? Why what you call this, what is the demands of the fans and etc. Improve the quality assurance department. They didn't even do it and they will just say actually it's no different from my what's happening on my company. It's just that someone from higher up will say do this and do that. They don't know the reality of their demands. And the problem is that customers are getting fucked over aside from employees. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you that on that part. Most of the video gaming industry is run by people who are uh, not into that niche. Well, I would be upset, but I would be upset because I would say, oh, I kind of deserve that. I got the achievement. Why would I let it slide, right? But if I didn't get it and I'm going to demand shit, it's just like really pointless and childish for me. Okay, it's one of the things that I'm going to be 50-50 with. If I paid for that shit for that game and yes, that's the problem. It's just that game publishers or gaming companies they don't even treat their staff, especially their contractors. Hideo Kojima is not really the employee of that. He's more of a contractor that is being paid, and they don't care. They care more about the bottom line, profits, less on quality. Okay, look at fucking EA. Look at the EA. Just look at EA. Right? What happened to EA last time? Well, they change a CEO a lot because they are just like having like their stocks getting dunked and they're wondering why people are not buying their games, why there is like bad reviews or something like that. Hello, if I'm the fucking CEO, I would be aware on that. I'm going to ask the my wait. Hi Vanellope. Hi Maya Mira. Actually, Maya Mira, right? Your name is Vanellope. So welcome to the stream. Actually, I'm not into sports games to be honest, Mixie. I'm not really into sports games, but I think one of the EA stuff that I really love is the Command and Conquer because I'm more of a strategy games person. So I would say I'm more of a Command and Conquer person. So the problem is that I think when they bought the Westwood, I think, and they managed to like some of the stuff of the Westwood Monster Hunter World. Well, it depends, my Amira, if they mess up. But basically, the once they bought from like previous indie companies or let's say other companies, they fuck up the game. What you call this? They kind of fuck it up for some reason because first of all, They fired the most of the staff or laid them off, and essentially they're making other game company as a publisher or developer. Had to remember this as remember that fail bet. Oh God, I twisted twisted Freddy. God, don't bring it up. Don't say it here. Don't say it. Don't freaking say it. Well, basically, guys. Just to add, Maya Mira and others, I would say Bethesda being bought by Microsoft. Ding 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 ding. I would say good perspective of the future. Why? Because Microsoft has a good management team that is literally made out of gamers. Ding 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 ding. Number one. Number one. So I hope that they don't fuck up if they are going to reboot the Fallout series. I'm waiting for that. Fallout series. Okay? Improve on the Elder Scrolls series. Those what I'm willing to wait from Bethesda. They wanted to continue the story of MGS5. If they want to continue the story of Metal Gear Solid 5, they they need to just remake Metal Gear 1 and 2, because 1 and 2, especially Venom Snake, right? Venom. Yes, basically Street Fighter. In fact, Capcom, okay? Bandai what do you call this? Capcom didn't fuck it up. Formula didn't change, same shit. They're just like tweaks, that kind of stuff. Basically, formula didn't change. Why is there an arcade? Street Fighter, right? Why is there an arcade? Until now, updates on the PS4, PS5, or something like that, they still earn money. Fans are satisfied. Going to explain, because the formula works, they are satisfying the fans. More money. And basically, I think one of their head honchos there is addicted to like Street Fighter. So basically, if you love what you're doing, okay, not into a money, basically the quality of the creation of the game is equals to highest quality. Basically, it's like crafting a legendary weapon when it comes to like RPG. Agree on that, guys. Agree on that. It's no different. You're leading a fucking team. I'm leading a team. I'm in charge of a different PS5. I jointly won through a friend. By the way, Jack, just one question. Okay. Actually, Maya Mira, I thought that you have like a PC or something like that. Only PS5? Mine is mayonnaise an instrument? A fucking mayonnaise, really? Actually, mayonnaise. I would say, why the fuck mayonnaise is instrument? But actually, let's we can talk about the food. Okay, you know, PC and Xbox One. Okay, that's good. And I know that you're like into racing games, and I hope that you can get some like steering wheel or something like that in VR at least. I saw that shit, and it would be great that if you're going to like you know make it a simulator. Yet, wow, you have like guys, you have like an accumulated points right now. I did notice that. Okay, never mind. And speaking of which, okay, ouch. Ow! 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 Ouch! Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! Ow! Ah! Blah, 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 blah. uh, what is your question? Yeah, I'm just getting hit in the head. Ah, uh, ah, this is why I deliberately like uh, I I made it like higher at least. I know that you guys will spam the ow 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 Mixie stop oh, ow uh, 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 yeah. Oh god, wow. I'm just seeing stars. I'm seeing stars. Wait, why could Game Freak make a best Pokemon game ever by adding more Pokemon? Oh, Mixie, calm down, Mixie, calm down, calm down, calm down, Bunny, calm down. You are in my room of relaxation, and you're just like throwing stuff at me. Mixie, calm down, Mixie, calm down, calm down. Mixie, do you want a hug? Do you want a head pat? Do you want a head pat? Mixie, hello. Okay, you wasted most of your points just for throwing shit at me, to be honest. Okay. Actually, the reason why I made the sorry, I have like a freaking sniffle. So the reason why I made the throwing stuff a little bit expensive because it's kind of like that's really expensive, like 200 at least. The reason why is that it's kind of like making my PC lag for if I'm going to play a game, and I don't really want to risk lagging in the middle of the game. Well, yours because you have like a freaking GTX. I don't have that GTX. I'm using RX series of graphics card. And in fact, I don't really want to make it one on my end. Ah, okay, so actually speaking of what you call this racing game, one of the things that I did remember playing a racing game, okay, no, actually, Twisted Freddy, I'm going to share. Okay, I know a little bit about the. I'm not saying I'm good at modding. Okay, I'm not really good at modding. I'm not an expert. The reason why Fallout got broken on Mixie's PC is that the setup's wrong. Okay, I'm being honest with you, Mixie. Your setup is wrong. I really need some logs. If you need, if you want, send me the logs. I'm going to examine where it got wrong. Okay. And another thing, if you're going to mod a game, the number two rule: make sure that if you're going to install one at a time first, don't install by bulk. The problem is that if you're going to install, okay, if you're going to install a mod, and if you like keep installing without testing it, there would be a problem. I don't really want to try the randomizer mod. To be honest, I don't want that. In fact, actually, one of the mods that I did install, okay, I need to like change my screen for a moment. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to open my display capture. Display capture. Yep. Actually, it's one of the mods that I installed right now. Shit. Why is my body in half? Whoops. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay, so about this mod, so it is explained here that or what do you call this? It adds 360 view. Remember, Arma, right? You know Arma. You heard the Arma guys, right? Arma 3. Actually, Arma 3 has like you can rotate your head to left and right without like moving your whole body. It's no different from here. In fact, this is one of the things that I already implemented on my game. Okay, but I don't want to start the game right now because it will lag the PC right again. And I need to start the stream. So restart the stream so it will fuck up the streaming. So 360 movement, it's one of the mods that I would recommend because it can give you like a whole field of perception when it comes to vision, like more of a 180 if you're going to turn your body at least or head. I would recommend that, especially if you're going to play on hardcore mode. There is like a fucking death blow on your left. Instead of like switching your gun, you're dealing with the other threat in front of you, and you need to like see the other one on the left just to look at it. This is the one that you really need. I would recommend this. I'm not shitting you. This is the way. This is the way. Next, another thing that I want to show to you guys that is really a good mod. You would love it. Stealth attacks, all of that shit. And what you call this action dodge is I already tested this shit out. Okay. Sorry, I need to like sneeze again. Ah. Okay, so here in this the Ezekiel project is that it's adding more abilities. So you will see here is that healing ingestibles. Actually, I don't really need the healing ingestibles because I do have like other mod that controls this shit automatically. If I'm going to eat, I'm eating the food on first person animation or third person animation, and drinking the what you call this. I'm drinking the freaking bottle. Jam animations. So it's just an add-on that basically if you're just tapping the R, it's just unjamming your weapon, but it doesn't do much. Visor overlays, basically I do have like another mod that is like related to this. So if I'm going to use a helmet, there is like what you call this, an overlay that I have a fucking helmet on my face. So yeah, I would recommend overlays, visor overlays when it comes to like using a goggles, or let's say freaking it's using a freaking helmet or something like that. Another thing is that the power freestanding power armor, it's not equipped on your inventory right now. So basically, um, I think it's one of the features that is got from I forgot the name. Oh yeah, immersive power armor. Basically, on immersive power armor. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you. Basically, the armor is like it's literally like a power armor. It's not a clothes that if you're going to drop, it's drop. It's not that. basically power armor, like it's like a shell of a robot, right? So yeah, I did added that mod, and in fact, I'm going to show you my mods. So I'm going to show you my setup. I have a Fallout 3 too, but I'm going to use the Tales of the Wasteland. So Mixie, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on, ah. My screen is a little bit smaller, so let's see. Can you see it now, guys? Can you see it properly? Just tell me if you cannot see even see shit. That's good, Mixie, but I would recommend you about this list. So you can see. Okay, so one of the things that I would recommend, if you are into a waifu or you're just a waifu, okay, I would say Sojo Race Vegas. Okay, Sojo Race. You use Dustmod. In fact, I heard that Dustmod is really that good. I'm just going to research something. Okay, Fallout Dustmod. Fallout New Vegas Dust Mode. But I don't really want is to add more shit on my, because it will break my game. It will break my game, to be honest, especially with my current setup. I need to like finish it and rebuild the mod from the scratch again. Let's see here. A DOS update, 8 alternatives. By the way, Mixie, I forgot. Once you finish the Fallout New Vegas, get the Tales of the Two Wasteland, okay? Eh, Before you get the Fallout 3 first, okay? Install the Fallout 3, but don't use the Fallout 3. Don't touch that. Get the Tales of the Two Wasteland, I think, TTW. Here's the thing. Tales of Two Wasteland. Wastelands. I would recommend this one. Okay? I would recommend you guys get the Fallout 3, okay? Along with the New Vegas, and get this one so that it can get the assets from Fallout 3 and transfer it to the New Vegas. So basically I'm being honest with you guys. So it will merge with it will merge with Fallout New Vegas. Basically, you're playing Fallout 3 without bugs, and with has a features from New Vegas, especially the mods. So you gotta get Fallout 3 ASAP right now. So I'm going to give you link. So guys, save it right now, get it right now. I would recommend Fallout 3. If you get it ASAP, download this, test it out. You would love this, but I would advise you guys to like get additional folder and install it from there instead of like installing from somewhere else. Okay, and this is straightforward, but for me, I don't really want to restart my Fallout 3. But if I'm going to be forced, I'm going to delete my mods on Fallout 3 and basically start from scratch again. Okay, so I'm just going to check something on the dot. Overhaul. Okay, this is overhaul. you you will not able to complete quests, join factions. Mixi, here's one of the problem is that 20 years after events of New Vegas. So basically, it's just like expanded universe, expanded story, I think. I would say I'm going to like hmm, going to save this one. Why? Why? Mixie, why? Why Mixie? What happened, guys? Huh? Mixie, no worries. I said before, guys, okay? Um, maybe it's the music. It's the music, right? Okay. What do you call this? I saved this already, okay? I really like what don't cry. Okay, sorry. Uh, don't cry, don't cry. Okay. By the way, Mixie, okay, I'm just going to like I would say this is a good mod. Thank you for recommending this shit to me. But for now, I will stick to the New Vegas story first before I do this, okay? And in fact, I'm planning to like replay the Fallout 3 again, but using New Vegas, Tales of the Two Wastelands. So for this one, what is cover based stealth? This is interesting shit. I would try this shit, but actually I have like a stealth action or what do you call this, stealth stuff on my Ezekiel thing. I think Deus Ex. It might affect my mod. Here's the one of the problem: cone of vision. Well, the problem is that the cone of vision of the human being is not really a cone vision. Uh, it's one of my opinion right now. Okay, but actually, I prefer the stealth of the Ezekiel game, Ezekiel, because it's a little bit realistic, especially on the daytime. I did notice on my game. Okay, I'm going to share it to you. I'm trying to snipe someone from the hill, and suddenly they're looking at my direction, and supposedly that I will not get detected, and I don't know why. And suddenly they're just like they got alerted. Maybe it's just that my robot or my red hair just gave it away in the middle of the sunlight, and suddenly they're just shooting at me and throwing dynamite at me or grenades. So basically, on the mod that I installed, the AI got smarter to the point that it's really hard. It's realistic that you can see someone appearing on the hill with a fucking red hair. As in literally right now, my hair right now, right? You can see my hair, right? Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. Of course, this is not really a good camouflage. Companion tactics. So there is a companion tactics too, so you can use that. If you have like a lot of companion, you don't need to go near them and order them. Just use the wait menu, tap, something like that. Vanilla weapon wheel, so I think Control Z. So you can use automatic steam pack here. Item throwing for distraction, sprint. It's already part of the some of the mods. Sneak dodge. Here's the thing. So basically, I did try to sneak dodge earlier. I tested some of the features. So I got attacked by unarmed people. Basically, I'm using my what do you call this, arms to block it, and I'm crouching. I'm literally crouching. It's just like boxing, right? You guys did heard boxing. So basically, if someone is trying to punch you on the face, there is no action dodge like a fucking action hero movie. It's just like you're crouching and suddenly you're just trying to block and up, attack with pistol, or if you have a melee weapon, counter, dodge again. It's just like bobbing and weaving, right? It's just like this. If you're going to like getting a jab on the face, you're just getting like this. It's similar to my model that what I'm doing right now, so that you don't get hit on the face or upper parts of the body, and you need to block. So yeah, sneak dodge. That's one. Vanilla crouch. Unique weapon uses. So basically, there is like additional feature here. Like I tried to test it out last time, but it's kind of not useful. So you can cut your hair with knives, bladed weapons, hand radio activation. Let's see here. Auto equip. And yes, you have a duffel bag. Basically, if you have a bag, it will weigh less. So instead of like putting it on the pocket, put it on the bag. And scripted falling. This is one of the things I like. So basically, most of the parts of the Fallout New Vegas is that. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to share one thing. If you're going to jump from higher, I think if you're going to jump from 2 stories or 1 story only, or 3 story, you're safe. You will not die. You will not get. You will just get some injuries at least, as long as the landing is not that bad. So basically, if I jump a little bit higher from the ledge, okay, from a ledge, I can do an action roll that can like lessen the impact from dropping from the higher ground. In fact, if I'm going to do that and I'm going to land from certain enemies, just like in Assassin's Creed, basically I can knock them down. Or if I'm wearing a power armor, it's an instant giblets. Giblets, as in they will explode if you're just going to drop on them. But if you're going to drop from higher distance and you jump, it will break your legs, and also you will stun a bit laying on the ground. So I won't really recommend jumping from the cliff, to be honest. But I did test it out. It works. It looks like a proper parkour roll when you're just trying to land on the ground, guys. And also vehicle travel. Basically, you need to build your motorcycle here, so you need to assemble your like steam gauge assembly, motorbike handles, and such. So yeah, you can fast travel using motorbike. Use that, but for me, I don't have time to like create some motorbike, and my what do you call this? My weight is limited to the point that I cannot even like carry a steam gauge assembly for most of the time. Visible holstered weapons, it applies to all NPC. It's not only me. So basically, they can just pull one from their body, and it's like really obvious that they have a gun. You can know that if you're going to try a stupid shit. If they don't have a gun, you're safe. But if they have a gun, don't pick fight on them. Interactive dogs. So basically, you can get some dog at good springs. So yeah, you can get what do you call this? So you can get a dog. You can like what do you call this? Head pat, doggo. Okay, so I'm just going to what do you call this? Oh, here's the one of the good stuff, Mixie. and Twisted Freddy. You will, if you're going to see this shit, in fact, active combat abilities, basically you can pistol whip someone. I did manage to try that. And if you're unarmed, you can use roundhouse kick, low kicks, Muay Thai stuff. It depends. It depends, okay? It depends on your character. Right? I don't really recommend if your character is like terrible in strength or agility. Nope. I will not recommend to for you to like do some hand-to-hand combat. It would end up really bad, guys. Yeah, world object interaction. So basically, you can interact with radios, NPC. Also, I would like to add. I forgot this. Let's see here. People will react on this. Let's see. Passive combat abilities. I forgot drunkenness. Actually, somewhere here, Twisted Freddy and Mixie, is that if you're going to notice something, if you're going to install this, I would not recommend pointing guns at people, guys. Okay, I made a mistake that time. My gun is not holstered, and I accidentally pointed it in front of NCR Ranger, and he got really angry. Donuts did cut the shit out of you, really? Why? Why, Mixie? What did you do? Mixie, what did you do again? Very sorry for that. Why did the cat like scratch you literally? Okay, so let's watch some previews right now. Previews, like a really cool previews. I'm going to show you this one. Hold on. I need to like pause it first. You see? Same as a boxing. Same like a freaking boxing. But it's not perfect. Even if you're dodging, you will get damage sometimes. Ah, the cat got spooked. Did you see this shit, guys? I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, and yes, you can use some kung fu, hand-to-hand combat. If they attack you, you can counter. And you can do this on this game, on this mod. And I installed it already. So basically, it's like a counter attack. It depends on your skill, agility, and such. Impressive, right? Freaking impressive. It's impressive, as in, I would recommend Mixie and others get this one, as in, literally. Actually, there is like animated guitar too. Stealth Boy activation. And yes, there is like what you call this. If you're going to use your Stealth Boy, it's not automatically being put on your face. Your character will press something on your Pip Boy, and suddenly and it will appear on your face. Oh, yeah, yeah. But for me, I'm into like simulator stuff. I did explain that I'm really into a simulator, so this is why I prefer that. Oh shit, uh, guys, I didn't read some instruction. Now I'm wondering why I lost some battery. What do you call this? Flashlight, I think. I'm out of the bat. I'm out of battery in the game. As in, literally, I'm out of freaking batteries. I didn't even charge that, and I forgot the keypad. I think the key combination that. I should be charging the Pip Boy. On night, I forgot to do that. This is why the lights are turning off and I accidentally like step on the mine again for like 69 already, 69 times like I step on the fucking mine for some reason. That is really idiotic for me. But I also make mistakes, okay, guys, and it's not really a perfect playthrough for most of the time. Key combos, but I hope that on the new updates that he should put some like battery, as in literal battery logo, I think, that, or warning that, oh, your Pit Boy battery is running out, so that I can charge it. It's like, look, it's kind of confusing for me. And another thing is the prone mode. Yes, it's one of the good things that I did try. Fucking prone. And yes, you can prone in this game, in this mod. Basically, if you have like a fucking sniper rifle, you can lay down on the ground and you can, it's like a fucking sniper. Not crouching, not standing, as in literally prone mode. As in you're on the ground, camouflage in the middle of the desert, wearing browns. This is the way. I tested it out. It's really good. In fact, if I'm going prone, nobody can saw me shit on far away. But if I'm going to crouch or standing in the middle of the fucking desert, and yes, anyone can see me because of my hair. So I would say there is like lots of commands here that you can use with your what do you call this, companions, as in shitloads of this. And you can arrest someone if you want to. If you have like a duct tape, I didn't try it yet. You can put some duct tape on them and maybe put some grenade. You can sit anywhere. There's like a duffel bag if you have like a duffel bag. Jukeboxes, and yes, I do have like one of these on Fallout 3. I did manage to like put it on my house. But I don't really like the repair items at the workbench because I need to repair the things ASAP. The place is really huge. What the fuck is this? Collecting poop and using it for jet? What? Ah, wait. On the lore, okay, based on the lore, you're collecting a Brahmin poop for usage of what do you call this? A jet. Basically, a jet is like a crack in Fallout universe, and they are using a fucking poop, a fucking literal poop. Shit. I no, no pun intended, but shit. And yes, you can parry on this. So there is like lots of stuff here, and yes, there is a counter takedowns, and you can counter attack on this game. Counter attack, good, as in literally good, especially if you're facing ghouls or something like that. And sneaking, fucking sneaking, guys, as in literally stealth attacks. It's here. But to be honest, I have like shit stealth, so basically, it didn't work properly. But yeah, it depends on your skills. So some of the abilities you cannot even use at all. Mm. Hold on, there's like a message on my end. All right. So So there is like combinations for like close hand to hand combat. So left punch, little takedown. So Ranger takedown basically is like you're like a fucking John Wick. You need the perk for this. So yeah, and unarmed skill and strength. So you need to like boost your strength, that kind of shit. Pistol whip and rifle butt is really useful, especially if you're like in front of enemy and you have like a gun. But for me, like dodging and blocking is way more useful. I think because of my character is built for like agility, a literal Black Widow, and you can disarm them, as in literal disarm them. And most of it is just like literally you can like do most of the things, and I would say that is really great, guys. That is really great. So anyhow, I'm planning to do something else. I'm just going to like react few things, watch. We still have plenty of time at least. I want to watch SCP archives again. I don't know why, but I got addicted on SCPs. I'm curious about the daybreaks. I'm really curious. So yeah, guys. All right. So let's see here. Well, this is kind of new. Joe Smo. Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo.
SCP-1504 is an otherwise normal man who seems to be invulnerable to all forms of harm and is held in a standard human containment cell. He knows his
I
name is
love
Joe,
SCPs to be
but does not
honest.
seem to be
It's
able
not
to
only the
recall
game.
his last name, which has led to him being given the nickname Joe Schmo. He was brought to a nearby SCP containment site without incident to be interviewed and studied. At first glance, it seems like it is one of the least interesting entities in SCP containment, but this seemingly
Well,
uninteresting man turned out to be a far more complicated case than anyone at the Foundation expected. Dr. Lloyd was not anticipating a difficult interview when he stepped into the containment cell to speak with SCP-1504. The mystery man was cooperative, answering questions, although there were some abnormalities. Not only did this man not know his own last name, but he didn't know when he was born. As the interview went
well,
on,
basically,
Dr. Lloyd
almost
suffered a
SCPs like if
spontaneous
they're like
nosebleed and had to briefly
trying
leave the
to
room. Dr. Lloyd returned, and the interview went smoothly until he asked 1504 about the origin of his
if they're trying
invulnerability.
to like
The
what
subject
do you call
began
this?
crying and refused to talk about it and was
Getting
released to his
interviewed,
room.
they don't
That's where
even
the
know
trouble began.
remember shit to be
Dr. Lloyd
honest.
normally ran a rather
When
calm
being asked
site
with the
with
certain
high-tech
question like
security systems
they
that were
date,
effective at
name, or
containing the
place of birth.
entities inside. As long as the technology worked, the staff was in no danger, and it was designed to be foolproof. Or so they thought. The technical hiccups began slowly. Doors would open when they weren't supposed to, but the resulting breaches were quickly contained. These new issues were worrying, but as long as they stayed manageable, the staff could keep everything under control.
Mm.
But of course, things didn't stay manageable. The site had one dangerous Keter entity on hand that breached containment. When it broke out, the staff who
Indestructible
specialized in
lizard.
recontaining anomalies were alerted, but only about half responded. The other missing half were all dead. The remaining staff barely survived and managed to contain the Keter, but their troubles were only beginning. Requests for
I'm
more
kind of like
staff went
hungry right
ignored,
now. I want to
supply
like
drops
eat.
didn't arrive, and the staff was quickly beginning to run out of the basics. The deaths on site weren't acknowledged by the Foundation, or even many of the people on site. It was as if they had never happened. Things
So
were going
basically,
from
he's like
bad to
reality
worse,
warper
and
than
the
like
true
me.
horrors lay ahead. One day, all the doors at the site suddenly opened at once, and the staff was quickly overwhelmed by the freed and enraged entities.
Oh
Most
shit! I
died,
remember
and the
this
surviving
SCP. It's
ones
sound.
scattered,
That's
seemingly
one of the
unconcerned with
SCP
finding
that is
any
like
other
talking like a human
survivors.
being.
The only
I
one
did
who seemed
encounter that
aware
on
what was
containment
happening
breach,
was
and
Daryl Lloyd,
it is
and he
literally
knew
that
there was
creepy.
no way to contain this breach. His time was running out, and there was only one thing left to do. He wrote everything that had happened down in the document and sealed it in an indestructible vault. The document opened with a chilling sentence. We didn't know his true anomaly. We didn't know what he could really do. Then Dr. Lloyd activated the failsafe that every SCP site has, an on-site nuke that can be triggered in the event of a breach that would
Okay.
endanger the outside world. The bad
Uh, okay, guys. I don't know if you know the SCP lore. So basically, every SCP sites that is like being containing all of the SCPs have like nukes inside it. Nukes inside it, especially if there's like a Mixi, you keep throwing stuff on my face. It's like, well, you don't use guns against SCPs because most of the time they're invulnerable. And example, I'm also an SCP too, if you notice that. But I'm also a cater category. In fact, I did state it on my bio on my VTuber, I think. And I'm a cater category, but previously I'm a Euclid. And Mixie is more of a safe category bunny, right? Mixie, are you a safe category bunny? Mixie. So yeah, every site has like a nukes there. In case that there is a breach that is literally dangerous, you gotta nuke that shit because most of the SCP are really that damn dangerous, especially the Keter ones. Those fucking Keter SCPs is like going to say it to you. I have like bad incident with Old Man Larry. I think I forgot the SCP number. I think 109 or something like that. It's just like he likes teleporting me into his pocket dimension, and I can't even stop him. And I'm going to bring it out that SCP-173, the Peanut Boy, the Peanut statue, the sculpture. It's giving me heebie-jeebies most of the time. I think. By the way, Fred. By the way, you can join the Discord to join because most of my updates are real time there. Okay. Also, Gambax and others. All right.
badly injured Dr. Lloyd perished in
Well,
the
you're kind of
blast,
like safe,
along with every
Mixie,
surviving
because
staff member and many of the escaped entities at the
you're kind
site.
of safe.
When Foundation
But
staff dug
mostly,
through
I
the
do.
rubble, they
If you're
found
going
the
to ask me, you're
document,
more of a
although it
Euclid
was badly
SCP.
damaged and
But
parts were
for me,
unreadable
I'm
due to blood
a
stains
cater
having
that
been
is
smeared
possibly
across it.
can go
Most of the
Apollo.
anomalies kept at the site were accounted for, but one entity was neither confirmed killed.
Damn Emperor! Damn Emperor! Welcome, welcome to the stream! Actually, it kind of fits with SCPs when it comes to like coffin dance. These nuts got fried. Yeah, really? Why my these nuts got fried? Wait, I don't have nuts.
Killed or recaptured. So where was Joe Schmo?
Joe
Not
Schmo.
only was
Well,
SCP-1504 not
basically, it's
found on site, there was
really,
very little record of him found on any electronic
really
systems or
average name for
archives.
me.
The only
Joe.
evidence found of this
Fucking Joe.
mysterious man was the handwritten document left behind by the late Dr. Lloyd.
Well, basically, I see that Joe Schmo sounds an average person. An average. Basically, if you're going to call someone Joe, basically the person is average. I'm not shitting you. Did you guys watch Idiocracy? Did you watch Idiocracy the movie? The character there is Joe. As in literally, his name is Joe. Joe. So he's average person. He is not stupid. He's not a genius. A literal average person. And every time I hear a Joe, Joe or Joey or Joe, I say the person is really that average. Sure, good night, Freddy. In fact, after this, I'm going to end the stream. I need to like fucking eat for a moment, and I kind of like enjoy our talk about rants about the fucking game companies. To be
as well as the
honest,
initial interview that seemed to show absolutely
actually, I'm quite
nothing of
curious
note.
about this
But
because I
Dr.
didn't
Lloyd's
watch this
last
part.
words worried the staff, and a missing entity is never to be taken lightly. It was decided to run the interview footage through multiple filters to rule out any perception-based interference. What they discovered
Reality
turned out to
warp,
be
the
one of the
same
biggest threats
ability
in
with
the
mine.
SCP Foundation's history. The interview started similarly, with Dr. Lloyd asking SCP-1504 what his name was. But things soon took a turn from the original log. SCP-1504 was belligerent from the start. He
What the
snapped,
fuck?
"I'm not gonna tell you. You'll just ignore me." His response was similar when asked when he was born. He even claimed that Dr. Lloyd wouldn't notice if he punched him in the nose. Dr. Lloyd seemed undisturbed, acting as if he had just been told a year instead of being threatened. Then SCP-1504 decided to test his theory. The mysterious Joe Schmo leapt up from his seat and punched Dr. Lloyd. The doctor's nose began
What the
bleeding
fuck?
badly, but he seemed to hardly notice, only commenting that he had a nosebleed
Reality
and leaving to
warper.
take care
I
of it.
knew it.
This
I
made
fucking knew it.
SCP-1504 even more agitated, cursing at Dr. Lloyd and desperately seeking to get his attention. As Dr. Lloyd asked why he couldn't seem to be hurt, SCP-1504 lost his
Even
head.
find my
He
vape
began an extended
battery.
rant where he stated that he could do anything to
I cannot even
anyone,
find my
even
vape
kill
battery.
the people they love and they wouldn't notice. He claimed to be able to shoot himself with a guard's gun and nothing would happen. SCP-1504 was in tears, but no one seemed to notice.
I
Dr. Lloyd just kept writing notes as SCP-1504 ranted that he always felt like he was stuck in a room crowded with people, and every single one of them ignored him. He expressed that
what?
he wished to die, but was apparently unable due to the nature of his anomaly. Dr. Lloyd didn't seem to hear any of this, and instead thanked SCP-1504 for
God,
cooperating with the interview and returned him to his cell.
guys, imagine if that happens to you. You have like that kind of reality power, but it's like it's happening as an disadvantage on your end. I would say I would literally go crazy on this because first of all, it's just like you are a ghost, literally a ghost, and basically, in my opinion, when it comes to like ghosts, basically ghosts are beings of other dimension. I don't really think of them as dead people most of the time. So yeah, this is one of my opinions that I need to like bring it up. So he's no different from a ghost. So the bad thing about here is that the perception of the people who is around him is like way different. It's just kind of like it is like creeping you out. And imagine that if you're like Joe Schmo and you will go mad about this. Okay, I'm just going to continue.
His perception of the interview was exactly what the initial interview had been, completely uneventful. It was clear that SCP-1504 was much more powerful than anyone knew, and now he was missing. The Foundation met and quickly updated SCP-1504's classification from Save to
Together.
Getter. The classification and description were pieced together slowly, due to the subject's cognitohazard abilities, which means that any information known about him may be subjective at any time. A place for him was prepared at Area 114, the Foundation's primary
Whoa.
location for containing perception and sensory-based threats. But SCP-1504 is not currently
By the way, guys, cognito hazard, just to explain. So basically, it would be just to make it layman terms. Cognito hazards are basically like reality warpers that alter space and time. Space and time. I would be classified as also a cognito hazard, but I would say to add plus sentient and violent na category too. So it depends too. This is why I'm in the same category with this guy.
contained, and his
I do
unique
love,
abilities
yes, but
mean
it
he may
depends on
never
my
be.
mood.
After all, how do you contain something when no one knows who or where it is? But the Foundation is prepared. There's a cell waiting for
Oh
SCP-1504
god.
at the site.
Oh
A
god.
simple-looking
You
3
just
meter by 3
yeah,
meter by 3 meter chamber But the
You love
security on
dick
hand is
a
anything
lot?
but simple. It will be kept closely guarded, with a minimum of 4 level 3 staff members required for access. 2 staff members will stay inside the control room ready to
Basically,
trigger
he's
security
like
measures and even the
being
failsafe
put on
if a
asylum.
containment breach happens. The staff is ready to flood the cell with halothane gas if needed. One of the only things that can incapacitate SCP-1504, along with a sharp blow to the head. He cannot be allowed to escape and must be confined and restrained at all times. Any attempt to
He
open
looks
the
like
locks
a
must be
literal
released by multiple staff
mental
members at
patient.
the same time, and only one can enter the chamber to interact with SCP-1504. So what do we know about what makes SCP-1504 so dangerous? Well, that depends on who you ask, because most people would say there's absolutely nothing dangerous or unique about him. He's just an average Joe.
Oh,
And
see,
that's exactly
I
what
did
makes
tell
him
them.
so
Yeah, I did tell you
dangerous.
guys. Average Joe. This is why
SCP-1504 is a living
average
cognito
Joe.
hazard that affects the perceptions of everyone around him. No matter what he does, it will be perceived as normal, calm, and forgettable.
Basically, the reason why he got like contained because if he goes crazy, if he goes crazy as in literally crazy or like nobody can remember him as in like they will just get surprised what the fuck has happened and suddenly like world is burning. There is like
Just do it! Make dream come true!
oh really difference between milk. I would say I don't want to say it here, but I did manage to like accidentally touch certain stuff. But look, I'm not sus. Okay, I'm not sus. I'm not sus. I'm not sus. Makes you right. I'm not sus. Okay.
And the odds are, anyone around him will forget his existence only seconds after they meet him. But that's not his most dangerous ability. In addition to his cognito hazard and his seemingly
It's
complete
milk.
inability
It's
to be
milk.
harmed beyond brief incapacitation, SCP-1504 has the ability to interfere with electronic systems, which caused the catastrophic
Yep.
breach at his
Same.
original site. Any
Same. I do
automated
have like the
systems
same
around him will
ability.
start to glitch.
And
As
son.
such, his private cell at Area 114 is locked
And
only with
son,
simple
good-
locks featuring combinations
Good
and
time
keys.
that I see you here
Testing
right
on the
now,
range of his
and
powers is ongoing.
in fact, I'm
And the
almost
site will
ending.
take
This
care
is
to make
like the
sure
last
total
video
containment
that I
failure
will
is never allowed to
do
happen
because
again.
I need
While
to
the
eat
Foundation intends to
and
minimize direct contact with him once
start my work.
captured,
In fact,
any
I
personnel
started
at
a
Area
little bit
114
earlier.
will already be trained in how to resist perception shifts. For any of this to work, though,
In
the
fact, I
Foundation
have like the
has to
same
capture
ability
him
with
first, and therein
average
lies the
Joe.
problem. The Foundation was able to capture
Almost,
SCP-1504
but
the
the
first
difference
time
is
simply
that
by reports of his
mine is
inability
a
to
little
be
bit
harmed.
powerful, to be
That
honest.
seemed to be the one thing about him anyone can notice. Otherwise, no action he takes, even physically attacking someone, will be memorable in any way,
Even if you
allowing
beat
him to
someone,
slip away undetected.
they don't
While
remember.
physically he is little threat to anyone, there is reason to consider him a critical danger to public safety. His ability to disrupt electronic systems means he could
was a
be a
hell of a
security risk to any public facility, including banks, prisons,
Basically,
or
he
even
can
nuclear
become a
power
super
plants.
villain, guys.
And there
to
is
be
a
honest
reason to
here.
believe he may be growing more unstable. No one knows how old SCP-1504 is or if
He
he has a
can
normal
become a
lifespan.
super villain,
His
and that's
inability to
dangerous
be
if
harmed
someone
indicates he
doesn't
could be
remember this
anomalous
guy.
in other ways. And even if he ages normally, it is clear the isolation of his abilities are
And
making
yes,
him
don't give him a gun.
increasingly angry. He seems to be getting more and more desperate to be noticed by any means necessary. Hence
Yeah,
his assault on the unfortunate Dr.
What
Lloyd.
do you call
And now
this?
he's out there
What
in the
you're doing
world,
is no different from what them
undetected by
Emperor is
anyone.
doing.
Who knows how he'll try to make himself famous or infamous next. The Foundation
Yeah,
has
maybe
made the capture of SCP-1504
this is
one
why
of their
he's
highest
dangerous
priorities,
because
and once they get him, they
he might
intend to make sure
accidentally
he's
cause a
never
world
free
war
again.
or
Now they just have to
uncontain
find
the
him,
other
and that's
SCPs
where many
and
Foundation
release them
experts
from
are
the
stuck. How
facilities.
do you find
That would
something
be
that is
fucking
designed
dangerous.
to go unnoticed? Until they have their answer, their trackers are on the search for reports of a normal-looking Caucasian man, just over 6 feet tall, with a small birthmark on his right shoulder. That should narrow it down. For more on another unassuming man with unexpected abilities,
Okay, let's
check out
read someone, guys.
SCP-333 God, or watch
LS
SCP-507 Reluctant Dimension Hopper
certain
for another
things. Okay,
SCP whose control of his abilities is lacking.
So I need to like raid someone right now. I'm just going to ask. So do you have recommendations on Twitch? Do you have like a friends that I can raid? Because I need to like start my work because I need to onboard someone. That is a new stuff for within our end. And can I do a cute voice? Ara, ara. Actually, I can do it with my voice changer without what do you call this? If there is still like lag on my end, I can do it with the voice changer. But to be honest, this is the reason why I have like a tracker voice. Honey-chan, honey-chan, honey-chan. Okay, I'm just going to like I don't have much. Well, once I'm shit. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is okay, I'm going to give you a sample but not now because I need to rush. I'm going to eat first and I need to process the papers of the new hire that is like within my shift. I'm going to process him. I hope that he can pass. He can pass from what do you call this, from my assessment because we need an extra person. Yeah, you have a nosebleed, you might not understand, but still I'm explaining that I need to process someone first, okay? We have a new guy on my shift. So basically I need to like process him and etc. So going to recommend to give you Otawan. Actually Otawan's kind of cute. Okay, so Otawan. Otawan 010. So guys, I'm going to end the stream and see you next time guys. I love you all. You. Mhm. Okay guys, bye bye.